today I'm in the Polaris Tandem with my son Paxton up there, and you wouldn't know it's a spring day because it's hot today. So we're all sun protected. That winter skin needs sun protection, right buddy? So we're here in the Polaris Tandem now, and Paxton's up in the bow using a carbon bent shaft, and he doesn't know that I'm not paddling right now. This is a WhiteGold wood trim model. I really like how it just shows up on the water. It is a little bit heavier than the Starlight or Blacklight, but it's a nice stiff ride. You'll see that there's just a small foam core deck mat here down the bottom. That's obviously for stiffening the long length of a canoe, but because you have Kevlar and fiberglass together, there are no rib supports, so you have a nice strong lamination there and plenty stiff. Got that walnut ash carrying yoke, and I set this up with the kneeling thwart, so you can see that kneeling thwart that's curved. So this is a great boat. If Paxton gets tired, I can slide up here and paddle it from that position, and he can just kind of hang out. I'm in the back of the canoe today helping out, and with Paxton we just have him with a little extra weight up front, so that works great. One of the things we love about this canoe is because he is a little bit smaller, it gives him still a pretty nice narrower paddling station, so he can make a nice efficient stroke and feel like he can really get the canoe going. It is a 34.5-inch beam, I believe, and whereas the rest of the line, like the north winds, are 36 inches. Just under 17 feet, so plenty quick for a small boat, and we're gonna go paddle it here. Upriver or downriver? Up. Awesome. Here Paxton's filming, so I am using a J stroke to correct our direction. I power through the stroke, and then as I pass my hip, I'm turning my top thumb down and continually load the same power face and slightly pry away from the stern. A couple days earlier, I'd taken out the Polaris by myself, which is why so many people go to this model, because it's great to go tandem with somebody, but when paddling solo, you can see you have a real manageable station. I am kneeling on the kneeling thwart, and you can see how quickly I can get to the edge of this boat, or I can switch paddle sides, and it just doesn't look like just a big giant tandem. And they really achieved that by making it slightly narrower, 1.5 inches narrower than their Northwind series, and both the bow and the stern and midship have a little bit lower deck height. So this isn't going to be the biggest gear hauler of the lineup, but a really versatile solo canoe when you like it, and then a great tandem or family canoe as well. I'm in a WhiteGold Polaris, so we have the stiffness of glass with that tensile strength and lightweight of Kevlar combined together. It makes it feel, you know, about as stiff as the Blacklight carbon, just not quite as light. And so there's not a whole lot of foam reinforcement to give the boat the stiffness. It relies on the composites together to give it the stiffness. You'll see I'm on the kneeling thwart, just back from the center yoke, and what I love about the Polaris when I'm with my kids is I can have my 7-year-old back here, and I really don't need to rely on him for steering because I'm so close to the stern to make those adjustments. And then I can have my 10 or 12-year-old, or both of them, up front in the bow paddler seat here, and it's actually, because it's a little bit shallower of a boat, a little bit narrower up there, they can get a good stroke. It's a little less affected by wind when it's kind of all up to me. Today I'm just paddling it by myself, and it, you know, it's really quick. I can get to either side quickly, so it just kind of feels, it's actually a tandem that feels like a solo when I'm out by myself. It's just not that much distance. I'm not hogging around a big boat. contest throwing sticks and seeing who can get it under that little arch of sticks.
I won.
Paxton won. What else did you win, Paxton? A really cool dry bag. It says happy paddling. He's already got his name on it. And this is a cool thing to do for your kids, is just to get them a dedicated dry bag. So he loads that up himself. He's got a couple extra layers and a hat and some water and snacks.
That's rough.
Good job. Good job.